Hi all, this is May and welcome back to my channel for a brand new speed build. So today I'm building a bachelor's apartment in Evergreen Harbor using the Casanova Cave kit among other packs. So the Casanova Cave kit just recently came out along with the Secret Sanctuary kit and the Comfy Gamer kit that Little Simsy made in collaboration with The Sims. And out of all of those, I do believe the latter, the Comfy Gamer one, is my favorite. However, for today's speed build, I wanted to make something with the Casanova Cave kit in the center, and I thought, why not do a bachelor's apartment? So I usually never do apartment renovations, at least not really here on the channel. So I'm renovating one of the apartments here in Evergreen Harbor, and that is the world that came with the Eco Lifestyle expansion pack. And I cannot remember the last time I renovated any of these apartments. So if you didn't know, there are in total 4 apartments that you get with the Eco Lifestyle pack, and I think I can count on one hand how many times I have renovated those. I do really like these ones though, like the apartments. They're a bit easier to renovate in my opinion in comparison to the city living ones, and that's mostly because the San Myshuno ones, they like majority of them have like really tall walls and they're kind of harder to decorate, like especially the wall space, there's just too much of it, whereas the Eco Lifestyle ones have short walls, if I'm not totally mistaken. At least today's apartment has short walls and it's a bit easier to decorate. But yeah, I'm very glad that we have the option to change the windows now for apartments. I just wish we could do the same with the doors. Especially the door for this apartment is kind of like nestled into one corner of the apartment, and I would have loved to at least like scoot it over a tiny bit further out, you know? And along with that door, there is a small window next to it, and this one I also wasn't able to move around, so I just had to go with it, honestly, and I tried to work my way around it. By the way, I did make this apartment over on Twitch where I live stream multiple times a week. So if you want to come hang out when I build in real time, make sure to go on over to twitch.tv/honeymaysims and leave a follow to get notified when I go live. I have a link in the description as well that will take you over there in one click. And by the way, I made a Discord channel a while ago. So if that's of any interest as well, that's also linked in the description. You'll find my streaming schedule there. You'll get updated on new videos and we can just hang out, have, you know, do some cozy chatting in general and all that jazz. So yeah, that's there. I will include it in the description going forward. And yeah, I checked out all the kits earlier this week on Twitch. Thanks to the EA Creative Network, I got the kits gifted to me for free, and I've also been doing giveaways for all the kits, which I usually do whenever new packs get released over on Twitch. So yeah, just wanted to let you know about that before we continue talking about the apartment. So today's video is a bit shorter. I didn't speed it up as much as I usually do with my other speed builds, but I still wanted to talk with you guys for a bit. The apartment we are working on today is on the smaller side. I didn't want to take on too big of an apartment, too big of a project, you know, if that makes sense, since I don't usually do apartments. But I think this was the perfect size. However, there is quite a large TV in the Casanova Cave kit, and when I had placed that down, I did have second thoughts about this exact apartment, but I think I figured it out in the end. I got everything I wanted into it, and I wanted to go with darker tones for this apartment, so dark gray wood flooring, dark tiles and furniture with a pop of color here and there, such as a green, like a dark green accent wall in the living room and more of a soft blue accent wall in the bedroom. There are some gray like concrete looking walls in here too, that kind of makes this look a bit, you know, brutalist as well. And I'm currently working on an open concept here with the kitchen and living room. So there will be no separation between the kitchen and living, and I didn't have a space for a dining table, but I am using the new sleek bar from the kit, and I just added a couple of bar stools there, which I think works perfectly for this kind of small space. Otherwise, the kitchen is a mix of Dream Home Decorator. The counters and cabinets are from there. I love this soft brown and white swatch especially. And then all of the appliances are from the cool kitchen stuff pack, which I love to use for a modern kitchen. I feel like I've been using the cool kitchen stuff a lot lately for some of the modern houses I'm currently working on for my save file as well. So I would totally recommend that pack. And I can't wait for the new counters and cabinets, among other items, coming to base game on February 4th. So there will be an update on that date, along with another like event where you can get items. There's also a new fireplace coming, and I've been wanting just a sleek modern fireplace in base game for so long. So I cannot wait to check those out. But yeah, the kitchen here just reminded me of that base game update. By the way, I will have all the packs I've used listed in the description down below as usual if you're wondering about what packs I've used. And this didn't turn out to be a pack restricted build, unfortunately, but you can always download it and replace the items you don't have. And I will have this apartment up on my gallery as usual. It will be a room, or you can get it through my Patreon, also linked in the description. There will be the usual 2 weeks early access that I've started with as of recent, and after that the tray files will be available for all. You can also become a free member on Patreon, and then you will get notifications once those posts go public. But yeah, I've got the big TV screen in the living room, and I've combined it with the tall shelves that come with the same kit. And oh yes, I wanted to mention that the items in this kit in particular, they kind of remind me of the Sims 3 items. I think there's something about the design and the textures that just give me Sims 3 vibes, and I'm not exactly sure what to feel about that. But without doubt, the items we have gotten in the last packs, maybe the last like 1 or 2 years, the items have been much better quality than the ones we got 10 years ago. Fortunately, I just wish we had that quality back then too, you know, because now you can sort of tell which packs are old and which are new, and sometimes that can make it difficult to combine items from those packs. But yeah, these kit items are sleek and nice. I especially love the art in this kit, the Casanova Cave kit, and I honestly wish we had more of that type of art. And this kit, by the way, it does come with Create a Sim assets as well. Same with the Secret Sanctuary one. So those two are the first hybrid kits, I like to call them, that we have gotten in The Sims 4. So this is where you have both build items and Create a Sim items. And honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of that. I would much rather have the two separated. Otherwise, it feels kind of empty, the kit, if you lean more towards building or you lean more towards creating Sims. So at this point, it just feels like an even smaller stuff pack, if you know what I mean. So I actually would have loved to see more build items in these kits rather than having the Create a Sim items. But yeah, let me know what you think about that though. I would love to hear your thoughts. Other than that, we're already getting close to the end of the speed build. The bed I've used in the bedroom is from the industrial kit, by the way. I think that one works nicely with the Casanova Cave kit, and you can also see that I put in lots of wardrobe space in the bedroom because I was kind of struggling a bit with that whole area of the room. So that's what I ended up with. I would have loved to have some kind of glass doors or something on those open shelves with the clothing though. But yeah, other than that, I'm just finishing up the build here and we'll soon head into the screenshots. So that's basically it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content in the future. If you want to be notified of when I upload a video next, make sure to click the bell icon too. This build is play tested and up on my gallery. My ID is honeymaysims, or you can find me with the hashtag honeymaysims as well. You can also grab the trade files in the description. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me today as we made this bachelor's apartment, and I can't wait to talk to you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye!